Hey, hi friends, welcome back to Bhau Automation Lab once again. And in this online video session, let's try to learn what is mean by scenario outline and the example keywords in feature file related to the BDD Cucumber. This is a very important concept, guys. While working with the real-time examples, we lots of time we required to use this scenario outline concept. Okay, so let's understand what is mean by this scenario outline and examples in BDD Cucumber practically. So first of all, let's understand what is mean by scenario outline. So scenario outline, a scenario outline is the BDD is like a flexible test template. Okay, it's very flexible and it helps to describe the difference different versions, features, outlining main steps, and using placeholders like this open and close bracket for variable parts. Okay, and when you run the test, this placeholder gets replaced with the actual value, making the testing efficient and organized. Okay, so like if you give any hard-coded value, it will remain the same in the test. But if you give the scenario outline and then value in this two bracket, open and close bracket, it will be like replaced with the whatever example values you provided. Okay, so this is what is the scenario outline. It's a way to cover various scenarios using single blueprint. In the one single blueprint means one scenario you can use the multiple data. Simple like this, like a data driven testing. You are if you familiar about the data driven testing in the selenium automation, the same concept will be used in the BDD Cucumber using scenario outline. Okay, so we'll pass the multiple values in the one single scenario. So example, what is this example keyword? The example section under the scenario outline is where you provide a specific value, fill those placeholder. Okay, you mean to say we need to provide that specific values, how many time you need to execute that particular scenario, all that specific value you will provided in that placeholder section in the example section. Let's see this concept practically so we'll get the better idea, because I don't think so it's a theoretical part is that much of important in this scenario outline section. We'll practice this practically in the Eclipse itself so that you will understand this practically. So our focus is on practical sessions only. So previous section we have already created one scenario here, like for the ATM cash withdrawal. Okay, and the feature file is ATM transaction. Let's create a one more scenario here to understand scenario outline concept. So let's say I'll create a one more scenario here, like a scenario name is say, adding two numbers. Okay, scenario, let's say scenario adding two numbers. Okay, two numbers, and let's say we'll provide some steps here, like given uh, I have like let's say I have entered let's say 5 number in calculator. Okay, and let's say when I add a 5 number in calculator, and let's say I have entered this time let's say 7 number in calculator. Guys, make sure understand. I'll give you a very simple example so that you can easily understand this concept. Okay, so when let's say I press enter. Okay, enter like button, then let's say then you know what is mean by this, then when to use this, then and when. Now we have learned all these things in practically in previous session, right? So the result should be 12 on the screen. Okay, so this is the one scenario. Okay, so if I save this, okay, we need to create a step definition for this all this scenario, right? We have not created, so that it's marked as a yellow in our Eclipse. So we need to create a step definition for all this scenario. So let's run this as a Cucumber feature so that it will automatically generate the step definitions for you in console itself. So let's copy the step definition and paste it in step definition file we have already created for ATM transaction. I'm pasting that step definition in the same class. Okay, so let's remove this throw declarations. We not require this. Arrange the code properly. Now go to the feature file, and now this yellow mark is gone, right? Arrange this file as well properly. So given we have entered like 5 number, then when I press the enter button, and then result should be 12. Okay, so if I run this like practically, okay, this particular feature file, so it will be execute all these steps like so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 9 10 and 11 steps should be get executed. Yes, 2 scenarios and 11 steps get executed, right? So this is we have created another one scenario in the same feature file, right? But what if the requirement here is like I want to addition of another 2 numbers, like this time I want to addition of 9 and 5, this that 2 numbers. So I need to create one more scenario like this, right? Scenario addition of 2 numbers, like here 9 and like here 5, and like here answer is 14, right? So this is this the good idea? So I have a single step definition for all these steps. Okay, if I enter on this, I'm redirecting here, right? If I hover on this and click on it, I'm redirecting on the same step definition. So if requirement here is the multiple times we need to execute this code. Let's say I have one another 2 numbers like multiple times. So it is the good idea to create this type of scenarios multiple times. No, that's the reason scenario outline concepts is come into the picture. Okay, so how to use that scenario outline concept in the one single scenario? I'll just removing this second scenario from here. Okay, and we'll create a scenario outline for this. Okay, so how to create the scenario outline? So first of all, let's create example here. Examples. Okay, and let's give the colon. So example should be written in this this type of arrow itself, like a number. First of all, I'll just in the table format itself. Okay, so number, I'll create a one number like 1, then I'm again okay add another number 2. Okay, we'll create one table here like that, and here we'll add results. Okay, results, and let's say add values in that multiple values. Let's say first of all we have added 5, right? So let's add a 5. Okay, and here also let's add 7. Okay, and here let's say add results like let's say 12, and close this. Okay, so if I want to add another more 2 numbers, I'll just copy and paste it here. Okay, and this time I'll give here like a 9, and let's say 9, and what we have done 5, right? And here we'll put as a 40. So this is how we can add multiple values. So what if here like I just save this file, and you will see I will get 1 year. Like whenever you type like examples, we need to define a scenario as a scenario outline. It is compulsory. Okay, and if you not added like examples and you just so I'll put here outline. Okay, and if then error is gone, right? And if I just not added this scenario outline, and not added this example, and if I write like a scenario outline, that time also this scenario will not get executed. So if I run this cucumber file as a cucumber, so you can see here like only 2 scenario and 11 steps get executed. Okay, so scenario outline. So what we have to do, we need to add the examples here compulsory. So if you are not added that outline, it will not get executed, so it will throw an error. So if you like added example, you should be add like a scenario outline in this format. Okay, so if I want to run this like a 3 time, if I want to add a more 2 numbers, so I'll just copy this in and just paste it here, and whatever number I want, like I will added that number here on itself, like 11, and again let's say 11. So output here is 22. So whatever number you want to add, you can add it through direct this table itself, and this one line of scenario outline will be executed multiple this 3 times automatically if using scenario outline concept in the Cucumber feature. So let's run this program and let's see whether we are able to execute this multiple times or not. Okay, so here we can see 4 scenarios get executed. Okay, so here we have one, and this 3 times this scenario outline is getting executed because we have provided 3 times scenario examples data. Okay, so it will convert it as a 3 times. It's 4 scenarios get executed and 19 step, because this is executed 3 times, and our already for this scenario withdrawal cash from ATM, we have already some steps, and this scenario steps get executed multiple times. So 19 steps we have executed, and 4 scenarios you are getting automatically executed. So this is how we can use the scenario outline and the examples. In examples, if you want to add multiple examples, you can add and run it through using only one single scenario outline concepts. We not need to write that steps again and again in the feature files. So okay, so this is what about scenario outline and examples in feature files in BDD Cucumber. If you have any doubt related to this, you can just comment out and ask me. Do this concept practically by yourself, okay, first, and let understand this practically. Okay, don't forget to share and subscribe Bhau Automation Lab, and share to your friends, colleagues, so that they can also learn all this automation related stuffs practically. Okay, let's meet in next chapter. Till time, have a great day. Bye bye, take care.